Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of OTA. We off the avenue with it, baby. It's your big bro, Dev G, and my super producer, the beautiful Miss Portia Royale. Woo, yeah. Excited to be here. We want to thank you guys for joining us. Just please climb aboard because we're going to have a good time over here. And basically, how we do things here is we break down the topics. You give us a topic or we think of a topic, and what we do is we go all the way down into the roots of that question to give you the best possible answer or answers. There are no right or wrong answers. It's just strictly what you think. And that's how we do it here, all right? So grab your drinks, grab your snacks or whatever, get your pens and pads, and we're going to get right into it. Here we go. Can someone be content or happy being single long term? Think about that for a second. All right. What I would say is, if I was posed this question, I would break it down like this. I would have 4 bullet points. I would say, okay, can a person be single long term? Or can a person be happy long term being single? I would say, well, are they from a small town? Are they from a big city? That would be my first question. My second question would be, are they just widowed? My third question would be, is it by choice? And my last question would be, have they just come to the conclusion that there just are no good partners out there? All right, that's how I would break it down in my mind. So let's get back to the top. Small town. You're from a small town. 1 grocery store, 1 hardware store, 1 gas station. All the owners know you. You know them. You know your neighbors. I mean, you could be in a situation where you like Amy, but so does the neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And then so does the other homie down the road. So you at the point where you like, well, I'm not trying to date her and have everybody in my business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to find a way to be content by myself. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would break that down. It's like, you're in a small town. I mean, everybody know you. It's like, you might be uncomfortable with them being in your business or knowing your business. So that's how I break that down. Now let's flip that coin. What if you're from a big city? You're from a big city, you probably have a lot of friends, you guys go out, and I know groups of girls, when they go out, good luck trying to roll up on one of those chicks and holler, because her girls is going to be looking at you like you crazy. You know what I'm saying? So in a big city, it's like, everybody's got their jobs going. They got, you know what I'm saying? They like in and out of town. And you know what? They might not even be trying to date. So of course they're going to be, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be comfortable with their situation because they have all that other stuff going on. You know what I mean? So then you come to, are they widowed? You know, you got somebody, you know, high school sweethearts, you know, they done grown up together, got married, and then, you know, you lose that person. It's like, you might have lost them when you was 50, 60 years old, you know what I mean? But who knows how long you're gonna live. So you're not trying to date nobody else. That's the love of your life, you know what I mean? So it's like, dang, it's like you find ways to occupy your time, you know? Granted, you're always thinking about that person, you miss that person, but, you know, you still gonna go to bingo. You still, you know what I mean, gonna do your little grocery shopping. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you plant your vegetables in the backyard or something like that. You know, that person, male or female, they still gonna continue their life because they're gonna know that's what their spouse would want. They want you to continue their life, you know? So that's how I would break that down. And lastly, I would say that a person would think that there just aren't any good partners because they've dated so much, you know, and they've gotten the runaround, or, you know, they've been cheated on, or, you know what I mean? It's like you get to that point where you're just like, you know what, I just can't find anyone that's faithful or loyal. You know, I mean, we hear it all the time. Girls be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no good guys out there. Oh, guys are all this, or, you know, or girls are doing that, you know? So you just get to that point where you're just like, I've exhausted the possibility of being in a relationship. That doesn't mean you're not going to go out. That doesn't mean you're not going to get that booty call. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all know about that, you know? So, I mean, it's like, when I think of the question and I break it down like that, I mean, what do y'all think? You tell me what y'all got written. What do you think, Miss Portia? Can you?
I think that you can. And I think that it is relative to the individual and how they accomplish that, right?
Right.
Because for me, it's all about my focus on the things that I want to get out of life.
Okay. Okay, you get deep on us, girl. Okay.
Yeah, because I just have big dreams, and
Yes,
you know,
yes.
we only get older.
Yes.
And I want to be able to experience those dreams somewhat young. I don't want to be 80 and then it's like I finally made
Really?
it.
That's all of us. Wait, so are you single?
Oh yes, I am single. I'm single by
Okay.
choice. I
Okay.
am career driven and focused, and that helps
Right on.
me in being content. Well, at least in my mind, it helps me in being content and happy because I am little by little getting closer to those goals.
Yeah.
So, or accomplishing those goals. So, I am very content, and
All
I,
right.
from that experience, know in my experience that it's very much possible.
So do you ever find yourself like saying to yourself, oh, I need to go out and meet somebody? Like, is it like, oh, I need a boyfriend? Or are you completely, do you find ways to occupy your time and you're good?
You know, I don't really have those thoughts very much.
Okay.
Like feeling like, oh man, I gotta have somebody to
Like I
like,
gotta have some,
oh,
yeah.
mine or something like that. Like I don't really have those thoughts very much because it's just my focus is not at all in those kinds of relationships. Like I'm very much involved in friendships,
Yes.
certain family members. Like those are relationships that I'm looking to grow both in and with these individuals. But as far as dating and a life partner, I haven't really gotten to that space where I'm really entertaining it. But funny enough, I'm also in school, at least for the next couple of months before I get my master's degree.
Oh, you super
And
busy. Yeah.
boy, look,
You super busy.
with a 9 to 5 and the podcasting and my own business, like there's a lot going on, plus school. And I did say to myself, like, just had an internal conversation, like, I might be open to dating
Okay.
when I finish school.
Gotcha. So it
But
would be pointless for a dude to just walk up on you right now, like, yo, what's up, ma?
you know what? I don't think it'll be pointless. I just think that it's not the right time, and
Right.
that maybe we could, in that time, as anybody should, you should cultivate that friendship first.
Gotcha.
I think that that's most important because that's, in my mind and opinion, it's the only way that the relationship, intimate relationship, will last. And I don't mean intimate like in physical, but like, you know, you being boyfriend, girlfriend, you really connecting on a deep level and understanding each other. I think that has to come in that friendship phase. And
Okay.
then everything else really just follows.
Right
So it would
on.
just be a waiting period, but it's also based on that person, right? Are they
Yes.
willing to wait?
And accept that. But yeah, you gotta have
Right.
patience. You gotta have that patience.
Absolutely. But what about yourself? Are you single? Are you content? What does that look like?
Look at all the ladies waiting for that answer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm single, but I'm single by choice. You know, that was one of my bullet points. I'm single by choice because my schedule is so busy. You know, I mean, I'm working 70 hours a week. You know, and you know, it's like I don't really have a lot of time to commit to somebody because I do want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, give my partner what she deserves. You know what I'm saying? It's like it wouldn't be fair to her for me to be, you know, to have my schedule booked and give her, you know what I'm saying, like a couple hours a week, that's not enough. When you're trying to build a strong, healthy relationship, it's going to get unhealthy because you're going to start arguments, or she's going, what I'm saying, like tiptoe out and get those, what I'm saying, get what she really needs that she's not getting with me from somewhere else. And then that's really going to create drama, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's 100% by choice. I do want to change that because I do miss that companionship. I do miss having that little shorty, you know what I'm saying?
There we go.
But I need that loyalness, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
there's so much like games and material stuff going on. I want that chick, like if she at the grocery store, she called me up right away. Like, boo boo, you want me to get you your favorite yogurt or your favorite ice cream? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that. Like, she always thinking about me. She's respectful. If she gets hit on, then, she politely says, what I'm taking, not takes the number and hides. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for those games. So
yeah, you want somebody that's really there for you.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's really important. I think that we tend to, in society, we lose focus in what relationships, those especially type of relationships, are really about.
Right.
And I think that that's where the discontent comes in, right? And so in that regard, when it comes to discontent and being single, how would you, or shall I say, what would you advise those that are discontent to do to help them be content in them single? Yeah.
Well, that is a very, very deep question. But you know what? When I think about it, what I would say is don't feel like you need someone. You know what I'm saying? Be happy with who you are. And focus on your surroundings. Are you financially stable? Do you are you content with yourself? Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with the way you look? It's like be comfortable in your own skin. You know what I'm saying? And get, get all your things together, whatever you need to do, and just keep yourself busy. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you just sit at home, and just think about, I wish I had someone, or I just wish I had this tonight. You know what I'm saying? If you're just if you're just looking to get something real quick, just to fill that little, void, then you're not gonna get anywhere. It's like, take your time, stay busy, and just get all your surroundings, everything around you, just get all that together, and then when you're finally comfortable and you got everything you need, then you take your time and you go out and you meet people, but make sure they understand your intentions, because as soon as you go out, they're gonna think it's just a booty call. So you gotta be honest from the get-go, be honest, straight up, like, look, I haven't been out in a long time, and I'm looking for friendship. And then once they respond, then you'll know what their intentions are. So you'll know, whether to keep moving, or you'll know whether to be like, okay, this is somebody I can hang out with. This is somebody I can go have a conversation with, have some drinks, and then go home. We go our separate ways, and then, we talk the next day. But you gotta make you gotta make sure that they know your intentions are clear, that you're not looking for a booty call. And a lot of times, nobody says that, you know what I'm saying? So it's right away when you go out, like, people think, oh, you're talking to me, so that means you want to hook up with me,
It's a society we're in, and we've evolved into that, right? I feel like in the early 1900s, there was this idea of family, and now it's all about how many, for the guys, I feel, how many women can I bang and move on. And then for the women, it's like feeling this air of confidence in just your looks, but it has nothing to do with your brains. And like you said, intentions, and with intentions, having boundaries and not settling. I feel like there's a lot of settling going on. And then ultimately that also leads to discontent, and it just further adds to that dysfunction of a person, right?
Yes.
Because you know that you deserve and want better, yet you are settling for this because your mindset is really focused on the fact that this is all I can have, even though I want more. And I
Just that
think,
quick physical fix, you know?
yep,
Like, no,
physical,
you got to get that mental connection too,
yeah,
you know?
mental, emotional, somebody that
All of that.
supports you, somebody that's
Yes.
really rooting for you, that's there for you, that
Yes.
shows up all the time. That, like you said, they let you know in the things that they do, not just the things that they say, that
Right.
they are into you.
Yes. Yes.
There is such a lack in that. And I think that's also for me why I stopped dating and just completely focused on my career, and then I just got obsessed with it.
Right. Right.
It's like from acknowledging that through therapy and, just self-reflection, that
Right.
I do want to not be so like closed off and be
Right.
more open to that companionship. That's a
Right.
perfect word to sum that up. Yes.
Yeah, because we are human. We do need physical contact at some point. So,
Yeah. Not always sexual though. See,
no, no.
not
A
always
hug,
sexual.
a
Yeah,
hug,
hug,
maybe some
yeah.
cuddling, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can be that, like, trust me, you're gonna get you a bomb chick. If you can be that gentleman, you know what I'm saying, where she's just like, can you just come over and just hug me, or just hold me. Maybe she's going through something mentally. It's like, if you're there for her mentally, like, she's gonna have your back. And then you guys come together, you have your career, she has her career, and then you build something together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's a relationship right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. I would even take it a step further and say that assessing those needs, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
where that friendship comes back into play, where when you're friends, it's not about all the other stuff that comes with being boyfriend, girlfriend, and beyond, right?
Right.
It's
Right.
about, what does my friend need?
Right.
It's
Right.
knowing that they need a cuddle, need to come over,
Yes.
need a
Yeah.
hug,
Yeah.
need somebody to sit and talk to,
Talk.
even if it's
Pour that wine. Shoot.
there you
Talk.
go. Yeah, take them out on the town, whatever.
Yeah.
But just assessing those needs, and it's both ways. I don't think it's just, a man should do that for a woman, or a woman should do that for a man, or whatever you're into. I think it's both people in that relationship. There should be full reciprocity. That's the only way, at least again in my mind, from my perspective, that these
I agree.
relationships will sustain and really be successful.
You'll cement that. Yeah.
And you'll be happy.
Worry. And then you don't have to worry when she go out with her girls, because I know a lot of dudes that be text. Where are you? What are you? You know what I'm saying? That's because you didn't build that foundation properly.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? What you did was just put, a few sticks together. Nah, you got to build that foundation. So when she like, I'm going out with my girls, okay, bye, babe. I'll see you later. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
And have that trust.
Yeah.
Because trust, ain't no foundation without that, right?
No.
It's like you got to be able to trust that your partner is both committed to you, honest, and wouldn't do anything to hurt you.
Right.
If you have any doubts about that, there's a variety of things that you would have to assess in that situation, both for yourself and that relationship.
Right.
But it's important that you go into these things loving yourself.
100%, girl. You said it.
Loving yourself.
Yes.
It's just super important.
Yes. I agree 100%. Actually, that takes me to something my uncle told me. He passed away, rest in peace, but we had this little conversation, and he knows what I've been through. I mean, because I had a rough life. That's in another episode, guys. But he was like, you know what? I'm proud of you. Keep your head up, and every day I want you to tell yourself that you love yourself. And when he told me that at that moment, it didn't really hit me because I'm still young. But as I got older and I was telling myself I love myself, I really started to understand. As I got older and got more mature, I understood what it meant. And it's deeper than just waking up and just saying I love yourself. but actually doing it. Like, when you're out and about, love yourself. Don't put yourself in that situation where, you causing harm to yourself or you're in danger. Don't put yourself in situations where you're going to regret it and wake up the next day and be like, oh, what did I do? It's like, it's truly important to love yourself. Love yourself all the way to your soul.
Very important.
Yes. And also, what I'd like to do for you guys is I like to leave you a message. At the end of all my episodes, I want to leave you guys with a special message. And today's message is be humble. I see a lot of people with, more than they need. People with nice cars, people with lots of money and stuff like that, and jewelry and all that stuff. It's like, guys, be humble, because you can lose that tomorrow, or God forbid, you can pass away and it's all gone. It's like, don't forget that we're all people. Be nice, be kind to each other, be respectful, and just be humble. If you have more than the next man, that's great, but be humble about it and be thankful, and that's all I can say. It's like every day I see like so many people, it's like they don't appreciate what they have. It's like they're so arrogant, they're so rude to people. It's like, you don't have to be like that. Whether you got $5 or $5 million, you should still be respectful to everyone, no matter what. All right. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for joining us. We loved having you. We hope to see you on the next episode, because we're going to bang these out. It's going to be like 1,000 episodes. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all come back and see us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you here at OTA. Peace.